What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about ND filters, which ones I use, what I prefer to use. I'm gonna just share with you guys some of my workflow, and yeah, so let's jump right into it. Right here I have two ND filters. One of them is a fixed ND filter and the other one is a variable ND filter. The difference between these two is this one right here is just fixed. So as soon as I put this on my lens, it's gonna get it dark at about, like, it's gonna stop it down at least one stop. And that's it. If I have to get it darker, then I have to go to my shutter speed and just crank up my shutter speed so my image can get a little darker. But the good thing about this one is that it looks really good. I've never experienced any vignetting on the edges, and I've never experienced any weird funky colors where I have to go in there and color grade the life out of my footage because I get a bunch of weird colors. So that's the good thing about this one. This one is a Tiffen ND filter. Now this one right here is a variable ND filter. So what this one does is not only does it give me, it goes from lighter to darker. So I'll put it on right here on the lens. So as you guys can see, this one goes from kind of light, and if I needed to go darker, I can leave my shutter speed and my ISO where it should be, and I just gotta twist it and it goes darker. So I don't have to touch my shutter speed or my ISO. I can just go to this ring right here and just, twist it. This is really good, and it comes in handy if you're shooting in slow motion. If you're shooting 60 frames per second, you can keep your shutter speed at about 150. And yeah, you can just go to this and twist it around and it works. The only downside about this one, and I actually use the fixed ND filter a lot more than I use this one. The reason is because the darker I go, the more vignetting I get on the edges. This one right here is a Hoya ND filter, so it's supposed to be a pretty good ND filter, but I still get vignetting. Not only do I get vignetting, but I also start noticing like a green tint to my footage. So when I start color grading, I have to color grade the life out of my footage, and it just doesn't look natural. So me personally, I kind of, I always end up going with this fixed ND filter. If I put this fixed ND filter and I still feel like the image is bright and I need to stop it down a little bit more, I go straight on to my shutter speed and I just crank up my shutter speed until the image is right. Having this on at least prevents me from having to crank it up crazy. So this somewhat helps it out. And what I like about this is there is no vignetting, and not only that, but the color cast or a color shift is not really that noticeable. So I prefer this one because it looks more natural and it just works. It's really solid. I've dropped this one actually a few times and it still works. This Hoya ND filter, I just got it not too long ago, is really good, but I don't know if you guys can see, it's a little flimsy, and like I feel like I don't know, it's just, it scares me sometimes because I feel like it's gonna break. And yeah, there's just color casting or color shifting, and I also notice a lot of vignetting when I stop it all the way down, which just doesn't look natural to me. I prefer, instead of twisting the ND filter, I prefer crank up my shutter speed, and I don't really notice like, oh my god, your shutter speed is way high. Like, I don't notice that. Actually, this video right here that I did that one with the fixed Tiffen ND filter. The colors look amazing to me. There is no vignetting on that image at all with this Tiffen ND filter. And this one's not that much. I think it's like 80 bucks. It's for sure less than 100 bucks, so it's not that much. Yeah, guys, these are the two ND filters that I use. This one, not so much. This one, most of the time. So I kind of just wanted to share that with you guys. And again, if I have this one on my lens and I still need to stop it down a little bit more, I go straight into my shutter speed and I crank it up a bit. So yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys got an experience with any of these, either one or the other, but let me know your guys' input. And yeah, I wanted to share this with you guys, just kind of let you know what I'm using. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the content, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.